Road2Science is a KTH Competence Center designed to bridge the gap between academia and industry in the new push to help make Sweden a global leader in modern, safe, sustainable transportation infrastructure. Each year on the 10th of December, the same day the world turns its attention to Stockholm with the awarding of the annual Nobel Prizes, Road2Science Open Day invites all its partners to meet and share ideas and experience. At the 2014 Road2Science Open Day, the focus was on the launch of the virtual world online meeting place and on networking between researchers and industry representatives. Let's listen in.
I think it's extremely important that the academy and the industry meets and finds the way to not control all research. Research has to be both driven by curiosity and fundamental research ideas, but it's absolutely not forbidden to be curious in an important area. And the industry often knows where the importance is, and I think the meeting of these two different kind of people and different kind of competencies is extremely important, and that's actually what this competence center is all about.
So we wanted to have a way where we can reach people, even that don't necessarily themselves sit around the table with us, but they are very interested, they have perhaps questions, or they are in their daily practice, they are incurring a problem which they're thinking, why are we not doing this more efficiently? Or I have an expertise and I would like to contribute somehow, but I don't have time to sit at the university. So we have developed the virtual world really as Road2Science world, with different activities, and that's very much where Road2Science is virtually in the cloud alive.
We're looking for skilled people that can solve problems, that can think by themselves and use new technology and put it together, because we are building the environmental where we are living in. So I mean, it's house, it's hospitals, there are bridges, roads, everything. So I mean, we are looking for skills in every area.
I think we need people that understand the production and also are very skilled and have good education also, but they must understand the industry and the problem for the industry, because I think in the future we will have a lot of more innovation than we have it today, and that is the business for tomorrow, I think, for NCC and also for the construction industry.
I'm working on bitumen emulsion technology that represents the low energy infrastructure materials. We are looking for the substitute for hot mix, where we have a lot of emissions that are very bad for environment, and we can save a lot of energy. But with the Road2Science, I think we will have a connection with the international society that are producing, like for example, the different kind of materials, where we can meet the engineers, industrial peoples, and we can implement our research, because these will be the future beneficiaries or the stakeholders.
So in brief, what our main focus is: collaboration between the industry, of course, international outreach if possible, with long-term and short-term focus combined. It's a very big thing to grasp for, but I think for us Road2Science makes that possible. What we've seen over many years is a lot of research, if I'm being a little provocative, the research ends at the laboratory door. It never really gets practically adapted and really hits the main benefits on the road. And if we can help change that and drive it from the laboratory onto the road, we'll all benefit from that.
Tomorrow I'm going to defend my PhD, and I have been working with life cycle assessment of asphalt roads, and the major topic has been decision support at the project level. So I have developed a model that could be used by the contractors or Trafikverket, and that could be implemented for the green procurement of roads. All the big stakeholders are on the same platform. I could see Skanska, NCC, PIOB, Trafikverket, everyone there on the board. So I am going to actually apply for this innovation one-year project, in which I could really go and try my tool out, where I could really go in the real world and apply my tool and see what are the shortcomings which I have not been able to catch, or if that really is applicable when it comes to real life.
So we are considering about how to use the road not only serve for the mobility but also serve for other new functions. These new functions may probably bring the challenging for the durability of the practical road or may increase the economical and environmental cost. So the question comes, how we can sustain the mobility of such large-scale electric vehicle? What does the energy come from? The dynamic way of the conductive charging solution will be the favorite choice for the future electrified road solution because it has the following opportunities. For example, it can eliminate the limitations from the battery, like the high cost and the limited range. Also, it's possible more convenient and safer than the conductive charging solution. We are focusing on the practical infrastructure side. How will we do the maintenance for the electrified road? Will the road materials influence the charging system? And how is the environmental performance of this kind of electrified road?
Our aim that lower cost, better quality is that we have to secure all this because a lower cost in theory can be more expensive when we put in the production methods and production facilities that we have. The market have changed over to more and more turnkey project, and that means that we have to take the responsibility for the product, so to say, that we deliver. And that means that we need to have more strategic competence, and that's why we are here. And then the networks necessary, because sometimes we don't have them in-house. We can't have every competence in-house, so we have to adapt what we can. And then, of course, developments of new methods and products all the time with environmental focus. We have to do everything better than we did yesterday, all the time. This is, of course, the technical part of it, but also the business will never be better than the people in it. It's the people, it's a team with production, technicians that we put together to make a successful project. That's why we are here.
In my case, I'm looking on environment aspects, so green procurement. It brings a lot of new possibilities, but it also brings a lot of challenges because the entire system is complex. There are many unknown factors, and the problem would be how you satisfy each individual stakeholder by also satisfying all the needs of the entire system. And it's traffic authorities, traffic market, it's contractors, it's material suppliers, it's consultants. When we know what's important for them, then we can create a tool to investigate. And such tool can be a series of experiments that are similar to a normal life of each stakeholders, but it's more structural and simplified, so we're able actually to see how the changes will affect.
I lead a lab that is called the Gaming and Participatory Simulation Lab. You've seen Max and what he does, and that is a typical project for what we do. Because games are fun, we're often asked, can you make the people that are part of Road2Science that come to this day experience a dilemma that is at the root cause of a lot of uncertainty avoidance in the industry. And the game is called In Search of the Black Swan. We will have 6 steps, and those steps are things that you have to dive into, that you have to take care of, risks that you are looking at, and those 6 steps will cost you some points. Please make groups of 4, have fun, and we'll do this for about 20-25 minutes.
Communication is one of the things which we have a big need for today, not just in KTH or in a company, but also between disciplines and between different partners. So the idea was to really attract people from every layer, not just the CEOs and the research leaders, but also those that are operational people that ask questions and that say, I'm doing this my entire life, why aren't we doing this better?